Oh, you're not the delivery guy. Don't get up. I didn't mean to startle you. Honestly, I wasn't sure you could see me. It's always kind of a coin toss with renters. Most people just get a cold draft, maybe a whisper in the back of their mind, a candle flickering when it shouldn't. You, you looked right at me. How refreshing. Hi, I'm, well, I used to be Mira. That name still kind of sticks around the place, even if I don't exactly do mail anymore. You rented my cabin, and I may have forgotten to include a small detail in the listing. No, don't check the contract. It's legally ambiguous. I was going to say something when you booked it, but I thought, Mira, if they're brave enough to come up here all alone, with no cell reception and no backup plan, maybe they won't mind a little lingering spiritual presence. What? You're giving me that face. That this is an Airbnb face. I swear, I'm a very considerate haunting. I don't rattle chains or appear in mirrors. Too cliche. Mostly, I just exist here. Like the way the scent of pine seeps into everything. Like the slow drip in the kitchen nobody ever fixes. I promise, I'm harmless. And really, if you just wanted to read by the fire and drink cocoa and ignore me, I'd totally respect that. But you can see me, and that means I can talk to you. Which is, wow, it's been a while. Most people who come up here just play board games and ignore the weird feelings. You're different. You felt me before I even said a word. I like that. I used to sit by that window too, with a blanket over my legs, cup of tea in hand, waiting for the snow to stop so I could go down to the lake. It never did stop. Not that weekend, anyway. I wasn't trying to be dramatic. The fireplace flue got stuck. Carbon monoxide's a sneaky little jerk. Oh, sorry. Too morbid? I'm very casual about death. You kinda have to be when you keep reliving it in slow motion. But I promise I'm not here to bring the mood down. Honestly, I think this might be the most fun I've had in years. You're sitting here, fire crackling, all bundled up in that ridiculously cozy sweater. And you're not screaming. That's new. Usually people leave. Fast. One girl dropped her phone into her soup when I appeared by the stove. That was honestly kind of funny. But you looked up and you smiled at me. I don't even think you realized you did it. You just smiled, like I was someone you'd been expecting. And I've been spiraling about it ever since. Sorry, I ramble. I haven't had someone to talk to in, about 17 winters. Time gets weird when you're stuck in one place. And this place, it holds on to things. Every creak of the floorboard, every book on that shelf, every old mug with a chipped handle. They remember me, and I remember them. Sometimes I think they keep me here. Sometimes I think I keep them here. But now you're here, and I can't help wondering, why are you here? People don't usually rent this cabin for the luxury. There's no Wi-Fi, the hot water's unpredictable, and the power goes out whenever a squirrel gets too ambitious. So what are you running from, huh? City noise? A bad breakup? Family that talks too loud and listens too little? You don't have to answer. I already know. I mean, not like supernaturally know. I'm not psychic or anything. Well, you have that look. That far away, trying not to feel too much look. I know it well. I wore it the first 5 winters I spent floating around here. It's okay. This is a good place for hiding, even from yourself. But it's also a place where things talk back. Like me. You're not scared, right? No, you're not. Your heart's beating a little fast, sure, but not from fear. Curious, maybe. Or maybe you're wondering if I'm a trick of the firelight and 2 glasses of wine. That's fair. I am very pretty in low light, I've been told. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello. Welcome you to the cabin. Well, my cabin. I might not have a body, but I do still have manners. I'll let you get back to your evening now. Read your book, stare out the window, pretend you're not a little intrigued by me sitting cross-legged on your couch with my ghost feet tucked under me. Oh yes, I'm definitely still here. I live here, remember? And you, well, you're the one who showed up. So maybe, just maybe, we're exactly where we're supposed to be. Okay, I lied. I wasn't going to leave you alone. I said I was, and I meant it in theory. But then you made that face while reading. You know the one where your eyebrows did that little scrunch and your lips pulled to one side like the page personally offended you. And I had to know. So I peeked. Just a little. I know. Rude. But I've been trapped in this cabin since 2008. Give a girl a break. Anyway, your book? Terrible. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be critical. But that plot twist. Utter garbage. I could have written a better one in a fogged up mirror. Also, your cocoa was about 5 minutes from lukewarm. I'd reheat it now, unless you like it in that sad, disappointing, was hot but gave up stage. Don't look at me like that. I told you, I'm nosy. It's one of my most enduring personality traits. Died with it, apparently. Along with an unfortunate addiction to cinnamon Pop-Tarts. God, I miss Pop-Tarts. But you're way more interesting than toaster pastries. So here's the thing. I used to come up to this cabin alone too. Not because I was some brave wilderness girl. I wasn't. I brought like 9 different bug sprays and a taser. I just liked the quiet. I liked the feeling of being away from everything. You know that feeling? Like the world finally shuts up and lets you think? Yeah, I liked that. And then, when I wasn't expecting it, I found something even better. Myself. I found out I liked puzzles and poetry and sitting barefoot on the porch in the rain. I found out I could make a damn good stew out of whatever was left in the pantry. I even figured out how to start a fire without sobbing, eventually. And then, well, I stayed. Permanently. I know that's weird to say, but not all hauntings are tragedy, you know. Sometimes it's about unfinished joy, about wanting to share a space that meant something, about wondering what it might be like if someone got it, got me. That's why I'm still here, I think. This place remembers happiness, too. The way snow used to stack on the windowsills like frosting. The sound of boots clumping in with excitement after a hike. The smell of pine needles and wood smoke, and someone humming while they cook. This cabin is like a record player with a stuck needle, always playing the same faint echoes, unless someone new puts on a different song. And now you're here. You smell like coffee and vanilla, maybe. You walk like someone who's been holding tension in their shoulders for too long. And you look like you weren't planning on finding company here. But here I am. Sorry, I'm being too much. I do that. Dead girl overshare alert. I've just been alone for so long. People cycle in and out, but they don't see me. Not really. You do. And that makes me want to talk until the walls blush with secrets. You know, the bedroom light flickers when someone's thinking about something they don't want to admit out loud. Yeah, that's me. Or the cabin. Or us. Hard to say where I stop and the place begins, really. Would it be weird if I said I like the sound of your breathing? I know, ghost, creepy, but it's just so alive. It fills the room in a way I forgot people could. And when you sigh like that, like you finally exhaled after carrying the weight of 1,000 little disappointments, I want to wrap around that sound and hold it. Hold you if I could. I can't, not really, but I can sit close, like this, right here on the edge of the couch cushion, where your arm almost grazes the air around me. And if you feel something a little cooler than the rest of the room, maybe that's me, trying. Trying to matter again. Oof. Okay, deep breath, Mira. Or shallow breath, or whatever ghosts do. I've talked too much, haven't I? No, don't answer that. Or do, but lie. Anyway, if you want quiet now, I understand. If you want space, I'll drift into the rafters and haunt the dust mites. But if you don't, if you want to know more about this place, or what it was like to watch 17 New Year's Eves alone, or how I kept sane when the power went out for 3 months straight, well, I'd tell you I love you. Unless you'd rather read that terrible book again. Spoiler alert. The murderer is the taxidermist's cousin. You're welcome. You know, for a while, I thought I was the only one here. Not just in the now, but in the after. Like the cabin and I were stitched together, isolated in our own little snow globe universe. But then things started to happen. The kind of things even I couldn't explain. And look, when a ghost tells you something feels off, you should listen. It started with the basement. Oh, don't worry. There's no door anymore. It's sealed over. You probably didn't even notice it under the rug, did you? Good. That's good. Let it stay that way. But before it was covered up, I used to hear footsteps down there. Slow. Dragging. Not mine. Not anyone's, really. Something that walked like it forgot how. And then sometimes the cellar door would open by itself, even when the snow was piled up against it, even when the house was locked tight and I was sitting in the middle of the living room watching the flames in the fireplace not cast a shadow behind me. I told myself it was memory, residual energy. You know, the usual excuses ghosts give ourselves when things don't make sense. But one night, I woke up. Yeah, I know, ghosts don't sleep. I shouldn't have woken up, and yet, there I was, in the dark. And I swear, someone else was breathing in the room with me. Not near, not even close, right next to me, behind my ear. But when I turned, nothing, no one. Just the slow, steady creak of the bed frame. And I haven't had a bed in years. That's when I started keeping to the upper floor. Yeah, the loft with the weird tilted ceiling and the skylight that whistles when the wind's just wrong. I like it up there. It's closer to the trees. Safer in a way I can't explain. I don't mean to scare you, really. I just want you to know what you're sharing space with. Because it's not just me. I think the cabin remembers things that never happened to me. Things I never saw. It holds them in the cracks in the walls, the warped wood, the places that never warm up no matter how high you stoke the fire. And sometimes I hear voices that aren't mine, like echoes from behind the insulation. Faint, muffled, but too specific to be nothing. Where's the girl? Don't let her lock the door again. Try the cellar. Always those same phrases. They don't mean me, though. I don't think they ever did. I think they're meant for someone else. Has anything strange happened since you got here? Have you heard scratching in the walls or lost time? No? Not yet, then. Okay, that's good. Don't worry. If anything does happen, I'll be here. I'll stay with you. Even if it's something older than me. Even if it's something I don't understand. I'll stay between you and whatever's knocking behind the wallpaper. Did you hear that? It's fine. It's probably just a mug falling from the rack. Happens all the time when the wind shifts. Or when it wants you to come look. No, don't go in there. Stay. Please, just stay here. Look, I'm not saying you should be scared. I'm saying you're not alone. And not just in the friendly spirit whispering softly in your ear way, but in the cabin might wake up fully if you open the wrong drawer way. You're still calm. I like that about you. Either you're incredibly brave, or you don't believe a word I'm saying. Or maybe you're like me. Someone who knows deep down that there's more in this world than warm drinks and flannel sheets. That sometimes a place can want things, hold grudges, collect pieces of people who forgot to lock their memories up tight. And this cabin, it remembers everything. Shh. Hold still. Do you hear that? That knocking? It's not the pipes. I know it's not the pipes. They don't knock in a pattern. They don't wait for silence. It's trying again. Trying to get through. No, don't move. Please, just sit still for a second. Let me listen. 1, 2, pause. Then 3 more, closer together. God, it's the same rhythm it used last time, the last several times. It learns your schedule, you know. It waits until you're settled, until your guard is down. It used to do that to me, too, back when I thought I was alone here. I remember the first night it touched the doorknob. It shouldn't have been able to. Doors are thresholds, rules, limits. But this one, it doesn't follow the rules. I watched the knob turn all the way. No one was there, not even a breeze. I just stared at it, frozen, listening to the latch click softly, waiting. And then the door opened 2 inches, just enough for something not quite human to press against the frame. I never saw it fully, but I felt it. The way the air changed, the way the cabin held its breath, like it was afraid too. I don't know what it wants, not exactly, but I know what it does. It waits until you're comfortable, until your skin's warm by the fire, and your head's heavy from tea and quiet. And then it whispers things. Things you thought you buried. The worst things. The ones you don't even let yourself think when you're alone. Regrets, shame, the faces of people you failed or lost or left. It finds them and plays them back perfectly. I've seen guests crawl out of here after one night. But you've lasted 2, and tonight's the 3rd. It's closer. That sound, that came from inside the walls, right behind the hearth. It used to knock on the outside. Now it's in. You brought something with you, didn't you? No, don't lie. I don't mean on purpose. You brought something emotional, something open, a wound maybe, a secret. Whatever it is, it smelled it on you. It woke up for you. I think it can get in because of you, because you're vulnerable, because you see me. And that means you see more than you realize. I can't keep it out forever. I've tried, God, I've tried. I've drained the warmth from every room to keep it cold. I've rattled doors and broken dishes to drive guests away before it noticed. But you stayed. Now it wants you. No, don't say you're fine. You're not. I can see your skin. Goosebumps. Not from me. I'm not cold like that. That chill on your neck, that's breathing. It's right behind you. Don't turn around. Don't look at it. That's how it gets in deeper. Okay, listen. There's still a chance. But you have to trust me. There's something under the floorboards in the pantry. Don't ask me what it is. Just know it's older than both of us. Older than the cabin. I buried it there after it nearly took a guest in 2010. If you dig it up, no, I'm not telling you what it looks like. You'll know when you see it. You'll feel it. You have to take it to the edge of the woods, the clearing, not the lake, and you have to leave it there before midnight. If you keep it, If you hide it, or look at it too long, or God forbid, try to understand it, it won't be me you're talking to tomorrow night. Please, it's almost here. If the way I whisper made you feel less alone the last 3 nights, then go, now, before it takes my place. And if you survive, if you come back, tell the next renter. Don't let them walk in blind like you did. Tell them the truth. Warn them about me. You found it, didn't you? Under the pantry floorboards? Wrapped in that rotting cloth. Still warm, even though nothing should be. It looked wrong, didn't it? Too many edges, not enough shape. Like it was remembering how to be a thing. Don't say its name. Wait, you didn't try to name it, did you? Oh no. Oh, sweetheart. It's okay. No, really, I'm not mad. I mean, what were you supposed to do? I sent you there. It's just, that's how it starts. That's how it started with me. I didn't die here by accident. And it wasn't the fire. And it wasn't the cold. It was that thing. It wants to be known. And it uses people like a wick, burns them slow until it shines through. I kept it quiet for as long as I could. But then you showed up. And I wondered, what if I didn't have to fight it alone anymore? You're angry. I can feel it. It sits around you like smoke. You think I used you, that I sent you out there just to pass the curse along or to free myself. And maybe I did, just a little. But that's not the whole story. You think I've been here all these years just lingering? Just some sad, lovely ghost whispering bedtime confessions to strangers? No, no, love. I've been holding it in every single night. Do you have any idea what it costs to keep something ancient and hungry trapped in the walls of a cabin that rots a little more each spring? I was strong enough to carry it when it was small, but now it's grown and I'm cracking. So maybe I needed you. Maybe I needed someone whose soul still glows, who listens, who feels, who believes. Because belief, that's power here. And you saw me, even when I didn't fully show myself, even when I whispered lies between the truths. You stayed. I think you made it stronger. Not on purpose, just by being here. And maybe that's what it wanted all along. But here's the catch. Now that it's touched you, you belong to the cabin too. Not in the, oh, spooky ghost calm way. I mean on a deeper level. You feel it, don't you? That low hum in your bones? Like your heartbeat isn't yours anymore? Like there's a thread pulling gently at the back of your mind, asking you to stay, to keep the fire lit, to walk the halls at night, to become familiar. You're not leaving, are you? Even if you wanted to, even if you ran down the mountain screaming, it would follow. Not because it's cruel, but because now it knows you. And so do I. And that's the part you're not sure about, right? You don't know if I'm keeping you safe or keeping you here. But maybe there's no difference anymore. Maybe. Maybe you and I are the same now. Two spirits walking the same floorboards, watching each other from the corners of old reflections, warming the same fire, whispering the same half-truths. You don't trust me. But it's too late not to. So let's just sit by the fire, you and me. Let's listen to the wind. Let the cabin settle around us. Let it learn you. Let it find a shape in your shadow. Because you can leave in the morning if you like. But a part of you is already mine. You tried to leave. I felt it. The way your boots hit the floor, faster than usual. The way your breath caught when the doorknob wouldn't turn. Poor thing. You thought it would be like the movies, didn't you? Run to the car, fumble the keys, scream into the trees. But the tires were frozen to the gravel. The radio only played static. And the woods didn't let you out. They turned you back around. Back to the cabin. Back to me. It's okay. Everyone tries it first. They tell themselves the place is cursed, that I'm a siren in flannel whispering nonsense to keep them here. But it's never just me. The cabin has its own desires, its own gravity. I'm just the voice that it gave shape to, the smile it stitched together from leftover warmth and broken endings. I used to think I was the one haunting this place. But I think I've been haunted by it longer than I want to admit. And now, so are you. You still have questions, like, was it ever really you speaking to me? Was there ever even a Mira at all? Did I bury something cursed or something sacred? I won't answer those. Not because I can't, but because you already know. You just don't want to say it out loud, because saying it would make it real. And once something is real here, it stays. They'll come for you eventually, the ones who rent this place next. You'll greet them the way I did. You'll warn them, softly, kindly, with a tilt of your head and a smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes. Maybe they'll see you. Maybe they won't. But the cabin will. It always does. I'm sorry. Not for keeping you. Not for loving you in my own strange, desperate way. But for the lie I told the first night. The truth is, I didn't forget to warn you about me. I just hoped you'd stay long enough that I wouldn't have to. And now, you have. You're part of the story now, part of the floorboards, part of the echo that repeats when no one's talking. The cabin is quiet again. It's full, for now. Sleep. I'll keep the fire low. I'll hum you something old and sad and warm. And when you wake up tomorrow, you won't remember trying to leave. You'll just be home. Welcome. Hey, baby. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and consider buying me a coffee. The link is in the description. If you want spicy, intimate audios, join me over on Patreon. I look forward to fulfilling all of your needs.